The New York Knicks played their first home playoff game since 2013, and the energy was electric last night in that arena. The Knicks did end up losing 107 to 105 to the Atlanta Hawks, but this game was close and it was a very winnable game for the Knicks. Heading into game 2 tomorrow, should we be scared for the Knicks, or is it just a fluke? Let's break it down. But before we get onto the video, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the bell so you guys get my videos right away. It's playoff time, so you don't want to miss another video, as I'm going to be giving constant updates. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video. So let's recap the game to start it off. Coming into this game, the energy was crazy. Even hearing the crowd through my TV, there was about 15,000 fans in the arena and it was loud. The mecca of basketball, the Garden, so it was a monumental moment to even start off the game. To start off, Julius Randle had one of his worst games this whole season and in the playoffs. He scored 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. Don't let his stats fool you, he played a bad game. He had 3 turnovers and shot 6 for 23 from the field and 2 for 6 from the three-point land. Randle was just straight out terrible today. His shots weren't falling and he didn't seem his usual self. And yeah, that's basically to sum it up for Julius Randle. Again, he had a very bad game. His shots weren't falling, and it seems like he was just getting clamped up. DeAndre Hunter was playing great defense on him, and he just couldn't get no space. Derrick Rose played very good yesterday as well with 17 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Watching this game, there was so many missed calls against D Rose that didn't get called. He shot 0 free throws. You know, he goes to the line barely, I barely see him going to the line anymore. And when he drops to the paint, he gets so much contact, but the refs just don't seem to call it. I don't know what's up, man. It's their hometown Knicks, and he just gets no foul calls. Comment down below, am I right or wrong? Because this has been a reoccurring thing even since his MVP days. He barely got any foul calls, but again, he still makes most of his shots when driving to the paint, so we can't really complain about that. Now let's talk about Alex Burks, who turned into an absolute beast off the bench, dropping 27 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds, shooting 9 for 13 from the field and 3 for 5 from the three-point land. Alex Burks had some timely threes in the fourth quarter, and again, who would have expected Alex Burks in a playoff game to drop the most points and have a significant impact in a playoff game? I would never expect that. That was just weird, but again, it's a good sign. Hopefully he can play that game next game, especially if Julius Randle can step it up, as that's going to be a deadly combo. So yeah, we just talked about Alex Burks. Now let's talk about Emmanuel quickly, the rookie, one of the favorite rookies in my personal opinion. He had some nice minutes. He was very efficient, shooting 2 for 2 from 3, and he dropped 12 points. The Knicks fans seem to absolutely love this kid. Whenever he had a shot, whenever he made a shot, the crowd would absolutely go berserks. You know, he hit a crazy deep 3 and the arena erupted. He had some nice layups, and overall, he played decent minutes, especially for his first playoff game and all the pressure that was put up on him. Even Obi Toppin, he hit the top of the key 3, which is cool to see, but I don't think that Obi's gonna get many more minutes into the next game. I don't know why the Knicks even played him. I was surprised that Obi Toppin got some playoff minutes. But yeah, RJ Barrett had 14 points. He shot horrible from the three-point line, 1 for 6. Like I said again, overall, this Knicks team played pretty well, but they just lost the game in the fourth quarter. Again, Reggie Bullock wasn't himself today, shooting 0 for 5 from 3. You never really see that from Reggie Bullock. He's a three-point specialist, so it's not really typical of him. So again, next game when it's on, this is going to be a completely different game. Now let's talk about the Atlanta Hawks side. Trae Young had to ruin it for the Knicks fans with that floater. Trae put up a near triple-double, 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists. But again, the Knicks did do a good job from keeping him from the free throw line up until the third quarter. Trae Young obviously had that big floater to seal the deal in the fourth with 5 seconds left. And again, Knicks fans were stunned. In this game, you know, Trae Young did do some foul baiting. Again, I don't like that, but use it to your advantage, I guess. The NBA needs to do something about that. If you guys know what I'm talking about, when he purposely goes into defender to get a foul called when he's in the shooting motion. But again, if I was Trae Young, I would be doing the same thing. Another key points from the Atlanta Hawks, DeAndre Hunter's defense on Julius Randle was great again. That was a huge X factor. Bogdanovic again had a big night, 18 points and a couple of threes. John Collins also helped with 12 points, shooting 2 for 4 from the 3-point land. And Lou Williams off the bench was nice and provided good minutes. He had 13 points, shooting 6 for 9 from the field. Again, when Trae Young dropped the floater, he yelled to the fans, "It's quiet as F in here. It's quiet as F." I love when Trae Young says that. He does come across as a little bit cocky, but I like it. It creates more of a storyline to this playoff series, and it's seems more like a serious deal. So it's gonna be crazy to see how Trae Young will respond next game, and if he will keep talking even if the Atlanta Hawks lose. But overall, should we be scared for the Knicks? No, I still have the Knicks winning this series. Ultimately, the Knicks lost due to their best player, Julius Randle, having one of the worst nights in this season. Again, he couldn't get his shots to drop, and still, even with their best player having his worst performance, the Knicks barely lost. They lost by 3 points. So again, that's honestly frightening. That's how good the Knicks are, even when they're basically the all-star player has his worst night, that the Knicks can even still almost pull off a win. Again, keys into next game is just gonna have to be Randall having a big night. Reggie Bullock's gonna have to hit those threes, and everybody's gonna have to contribute like they did tonight. Again, Trae Young, they need to play better drop coverage on him. The Knicks had a terrible time coming off those screens. Seems like Trae Young was getting open every single time. Yeah, this is honestly an electric game. It was honestly my favorite game of the playoffs. If you guys want more post-game analysis like this, I will do them for every game, but just you guys have to let me know, because I'm only doing the post-game coverages of the games I like. But this is going to end the video off. Please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn off the bell. Again, shout out to King of the Fourth Quarter, Kenny, and Rusty Buckets, my inspiration for doing this type of video. But yeah, with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.